What's up, everybody? Happy first day of November. I'm super excited about the first day of November. And P.S., it is a major self care day for me. So I am in my bedroom, in my bed, in my favorite polka dotted PJ bottoms. So that's just how it's going to go today. But November is a great month. It is actually the first day of November. And it's also the first day of Diabetes Awareness Month. So for me, it has been over 20 years since I've been diagnosed with type 1 diabetes. And oh my gosh, don't ever go and read the description for type 1 diabetes, like what it is, because it's horror movie scary. We just had Halloween, like it's horror movie scary. Chronic, autoimmune, incurable, like my heart races just saying those words out loud. So don't ever go and read that description. But the image I have of what happened to me after my diagnosis is like the guy in a wrestling match, in the wrestling ring, who's running full speed across the ring with all the momentum, about to make the coolest move of his career. And the other guy unknowingly whips out his arm and whiplashes him and body slams into the mat. Like, that is how I felt. I had no idea what hit me. I had zero experience to know how to deal with it. And I'm not talking about the medicines or the insulins or the needles or the supplies. Like, yeah, that's all part of it, but you have to do those things or you die. So, you just put on your big girl panties and do that. But I'm talking about dealing with it, like actually dealing with an illness, with your life that's been hijacked by a disease that you didn't do anything to deserve or to get, you didn't ask for, and you have all these horrible consequences to deal with. And so, and before I go any further, I really want to say, like, this is not about me and type 1 diabetes. This is Diabetes Awareness Month, and I'm going to post something every day. But this is not about me and type 1 diabetes. This is about the hope of overcoming. This is about overcoming because, my desire is to share the hope of overcoming to my little Facebook community reach. And that's universal. Like, that's something we can all relate to. And it's actually a very critical growth responsibility that we have in this world. Because when that first happened to me, and I was allegorically laying there on the mat, like the guy who was surprised, whiplashed, and body slammed, do you know what I did? Like, I just ignored it. I ignored it. Because that'll work, right? That'll work. I did what I knew. Like, I just went right on being a mama and a wife and a caretaker and a Sunday school teacher and a student. And I just took care of everything else and everyone else. And I played happy. Like, that's what I did. I knew how to do that. And so that's what I did. And then, because that is what I chose to do, I spent the next 10 years of my life in this self-created prison. I wasn't happy. I wasn't fulfilled. I wasn't doing the things that were fulfilling, and you could see it. I gained weight, didn't look like myself. I had problems. I had big ones. I had issues, but no one really knew it. No one in my life had to deal with it, because I was just going to go on and faithfully play the role of my responsibilities and sacrifice my truest self and best self like an idiot, basically. I wasn't helping anyone. I was actually screwing everyone over because I was giving them a lesser version of a lesser self, right? And so that's what I'm posting about every day this month, is overcoming. Because my job is helping men and women let go. Like, lose the weight. Yeah, it's physical, but really it's emotional. Really, it's way more deep than that. And helping them let it go and live their best lives now. And that's what I do. I talk to like 10 women every day, 5 days a week, 52 weeks a year. Somebody do the math and comment, put in the comments what that number is. It's too much for me to do right now in my head. But that's how many women I talk to yearly. And they don't get it. They don't get it. They're just like I was. They just think they need to lose some weight, but what they don't realize is that they're living in their own personally self-created prison. They're giving a lesser version of themselves to everyone around them, and they're dying. They're like dying a slow death of unfulfillment. They're wasting critical, beautiful years of their lives, and they're settling. They're settling. And you can see it because the outside is a reflection of the inside. So it's really easy to spot. And so my job is so not about the scale. It's so not about the scale. My job is about freedom, and my job is about empowerment, and my job is about overcoming. But in order to do that, you have to realize it first. And we're so blind to it because we just play the role of our responsibilities and we don't get it. We don't get that we deserve it, that we deserve better. We don't get that we can change it and that we're meant to change it. And so my job is about getting people to understand that they can fulfill the measure of their creation, that they can live their best lives, and they were meant to do that. They were created to do that. So in order to do that, you have to change it. And that's what I do. I like wake people up and get them to get out of their own way. So I absolutely love that. So that's what November is going to be all about for me. And I'm going to share that to my reach here on Facebook. I want to encourage people. I want to empower people. I want to bring hope. And so guys, let's save some lives in November. If you or a woman you know or a man that you know really needs to wake up to that fact and become empowered and overcome the BS that is standing in your way and holding you back, boom, drop a strong arm in the comments. All right. Happy November. See you tomorrow.